Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Oddsparks and Automation Adventure. Today, we're gonna try and get our whole manufacturing realignment set up here. So the idea is, now that we have access to these two large trees over here, three large trees in total, we want to figure out exactly what our layouts should be. So I'm kind of thinking this is going to be raw wood, which has to go into the stumpy spark, which is then, you know, used elsewhere. I'm thinking the next tree over, or maybe even this tree, should be lumber directly. So if we, wow, what do we got here? Cutter? No. Yeah, cutter's the one I want. Or I'm wrong. Sorry. The saw bench is the one I want. So let's steal some wood from this guy. Excuse me? Oh. There we go. That's all the wood we could ever need. I would like to switch off of that guy. I would like to utilize this guy just to make wood immediately. Right, or the cut lumber right out of the tree here. And what I've seen some other people do, which is kind of cool, is they load up the crates here. So I'm actually gonna have to steal some lumber from over here as well. Does this shed have lumber in it? It does not. I'm gonna steal lumber from this guy. Thank you. These guys are just carrying sticks around anyway. So what I've seen some people do is you take a crate and you have whatever is unloading here into a crate. And then you once these fill up, you have other sparks unloading from there. So it's kind of nice because if you need to grab, you know, raw wood or any other material along the way, you have a little reservoir that you can steal from, rather than having to like kind of starve the line at a certain point if you need to grab sparks from somewhere. What this does for me, though, is I think what we can do is we can actually delete some of these things. So, like this guy. And then all of the subsequent stuff from there can get deleted. And then this one and this one. And you two as well. And what we might end up doing is utilizing this middle guy for leaf harvesting or something. Because we learned how to do that as well. But I would love to get some carry sparks going, actually. And since you guys are not really... Whoops. You guys are still carrying wood around on your own. Let's steal a couple of the carry sparks that aren't really doing anything. There's just stuff all over the ground. Here, let's offload some of this material that I have. There. Just so I can pick up the carry sparks. And maybe these swords. We'll leave the pile of wood lying around for now. So let's see. Let's take off the choppy sparks. And grab the carry sparks. And then we'll put the crafty sparks to work. There. So let's get one carry spark here, one here. And then this should be crafty guys too. They're so much faster. I didn't even think about that because I think all of my other wood collectors are running with stumpy sparks. Is the crafty sparks are super fast when it comes to chopping wood. All right, so now what we want to do, same thing as before, is we want a little offload zone. Maybe just like all the way across, and then two crates here. And then You have lumber coming out of there. How do you make carry spark again? Here we go. 12. Great. Carry spark is made with crafty spark and sawn timber. So what we would like to do here... So the crafty spark... Or I'm sorry, the stumpy spark has to be made here because it has to be on an ancient base. So what we could do is trim a lot of this down. This is a saw bench, so we actually don't even really need this. This is going to be a big, like, rehaul of our whole process here today. Let's snag all these workers here. Close that guy down. And then I think I want to move this guy so it's not in such a... Well, it could just exist there for now. Because I don't really have anywhere else to put it. Because I don't have a way to make etheric pellet right now. But we should get rid of all of this extra junk. So this guy... And then we should eliminate some of these superfluous paths as well. And we'll pick up all the stuff. Our inventory is full. Can I, like, transfer item? Oh, it'd be cool if you could transfer, like, all of one item. Let's sort that. I don't know if stuff despawns. I assume it does. Which is why I don't want it to despawn on the ground. Especially, like, our nicer materials here. Like these boards and whatever. There we go. I think that's everything that was on the ground. Cool. Alright, this is exactly how we want it to be. These guys that are just running around in a circle. Their life is toil. Alright, let's grab the stumpy spark. Cool. Oh, autosave. There's always a little hiccup when it autosaves for some funny reason. So yeah, these guys are going to continue to load this guy. That's fine. These guys could use some offloading now. So let's grab the carry sparks that we have. 1, 2, 3. Let's just do like 3 per each of these little paths. I think that should be enough to keep everything loaded. So now lumber is the thing that needs to be added to the crafty spark. Did I accidentally delete the crafty spark location? I think I did. Which is fine. Because we'll just put it back here. Now I want to... This is going to be tricky. So I would immediately like to load in Stumpy Spark from this guy into that dude. And then we also need to be loading in sawn timber from the line that we just set up. Delete those 2 guys. We'll pick them up. Throw them into the Stumpy Spark. Oh, and this is where I would like to set up... Oops. Another of those crates for offloading. Can you build just a 1x? I don't think you can, so I think we need to do a little 2x there. Just a 1x1? That's not a path, that's just like a spot on the ground. And then we can, we need to have another little guy here, so we'll just have like a little terminus there. And then we can add... Pick these up. And then we can throw our Stumpy Spark in here at the very least. And then we need to bring the lumber from here all the way through the grasslands and then up. And now we need to add, I think we need to add a lot of carry spark here. I should take away this little extra path here because it's not doing anything. Oh, you ran off the path. You fool. We'll add him back on there. Any part of the path that's not actually like value added should really be knocked out. Like that. Add him back in there. Now they just run around in a circle. Cool. And then this guy should be Crafty Spark. We add Crafty Sparks back in there. And grand news. Now, I do want to delete all of this stuff. This is a big realignment of everything. So everybody get out of the paths. Oops. I think that guy can just kind of stay where he's at for now. Let's take these out. Let's move you out of the way. And then we'll have the offload path here. Like that. We'll move this guy over. The one thing is, we do need to steal Stumpy Spark. We need to steal Stumpy Spark for Choppy Spark, which also needs wooden blades. This is pretty streamlined the way this goes. And the lumber is still coming in. It's fully loaded. Oh, it's supposed to be plates. I goofed. What was the lumber for? Oh, the lumber's for the carry spark. That's my bad. So we shouldn't be putting it there. We should be putting it up and over. But I think the way we can do this is like here. Wait till they get past. There. Clear that out for now. Because what we can do then is we can set up a splitter that feeds a plate machine here, which would be this guy. How often do you produce lumber? 11.3 per minute. If we make a plate cutter, this is the first time I've like actually done the math, or will attempt to do the math. To actually doing it remains to be seen. That's a little too close, I think. I think we need to move it back if we're gonna keep this path here. Something's got to give. So because we need space to offload timber over here. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put down some crates here. 1, 2. And now this is where it gets a little weird. So we're gonna do it like this, and then we can do the splitter here. Like that. And then we'll connect this path. So now they'll go left. Yes, and then they're coming right back exactly how I want to see that. So we do need to add Crafty Spark here. Which means we make... Holy cow! Okay, we don't need this second machine. Because they're already making wooden plates twice as fast as we make wooden timber. So ideally, these both would be running and then feeding this guy, but it's only going to be getting half of the wood anyway. So, you know, this guy will always outrun the timber production that we have. Good news is, I don't know why I went in there. I can add carry spark here. 1, 2, 3. And this one, I don't know if I need... Well, you know what? I think I should add a crate in there. Just like right here. So in case I do need to steal wooden planks, I do have a place to steal from. So we'll go like here. And then we'll add Honestly, I think you could just get away with one carry spark between the two. This one's probably overkill right now because we just have... Oh, I don't even have anybody offloading here. There we go. We'll go with 2 for now until the line balances out. I think once you get to the point where you have one carry spark that's just running around in a circle trying to carry stuff, then you just need to get down to one carry spark. But I like the way this is set up. We're actually crunching out crafty spark now. Now, because you guys are coming over here and offloading timber to this dude, now the question is, how do we set up the crafty spark? And I think it's the same way we've done everything else so far. I'm gonna load in crafty spark just to make a few more carry spark, just so we can load these 2 lines up. I'm liking the way this is looking right now. Loamy spark is kind of its own thing. It's separate from everything else. I wonder, is there another large tree? It'd be really far away. I almost think I should set up Loamy spark just off on its own. Like, I could hook this giant tree up here to this base, or maybe even this base. They're relatively equidistant from each other. And then I could just have Loamy spark being built on their own. Because right now, this guy's not doing anything. And it's not hooked up to anything to do anything automatically. So let's just get rid of this one. Take all the components. Take this guy away. Pick that up. And now I think the only thing we have left to figure out is the choppy spark here. So let's go ahead and delete this spaghetti of a line. There we go. Pick up all the bits. This guy can exist. We'll use him for something. In fact, I think I'll use him to dump Stumpy Spark into. Oops. Pick him up. Rotate. There we go. And then let's add a couple carry sparks to this line. Maybe 1. There we go. Maybe we'll just add 2 until it sorts itself out. And then now's the tricky part, because we need something to be making wooden blades. Because everything else is set up, actually. I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Because this is feeding ether to this guy. These guys are making Stumpy Spark, which gets fed into here, which is then offloaded to both of these things. I'll just throw Stumpy Spark in there. Oh, they're not working because they're not offloading. I understand. Well, that should help. Cool. Now this is all working. So we'll end up with Stumpy Spark here. Once it's fully loaded, this guy will back up until we have Crafty Spark, and then this guy will back up until we have Stumpy Spark, which they'll feed into Choppy Spark, which I can never remember the name of. Let's have a full contingent of 20 Choppy Spark, because I would like to utilize them for murder. But as far as getting the sword production, it's a little tangled. Because this guy we could use to make swords. The problem is, I almost wonder actually if we shouldn't utilize this guy as our raw lumber producer. Steal this line, bring it all the way over here and make, oh, I just have wood sticking in the ground, and make swords there, and then feed the swords into this guy. Oh, we could actually move this guy over here. I think I'll do that. Thusly. And then it's not going to be the cleanest looking thing, but it's way better than it used to be. This poor guy. Just running around in a circle. His life is pain. There we go. And then rebuild this line. And then once these guys are out of here, we'll take away this chunk of the path. There we go. And then re-add the single carry spark here. Good news. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna do this. So we'll go ahead and do like that. And then we'll move this guy just on the off chance that they're loaded with wood. And then we'll delete this section of the path. I keep getting my keyboard shortcuts mixed up. Whap. Alright, now we'll take this guy and turn this into another version of this, but it's going to kind of like feed back into itself because the ultimate end game for that line is to make the wood workshop, which we need a little more lumber for. So this wood workshop is going to feed swords into... We're going to do this one backwards. So we're going to do the wood workshop, which I think is a little too close, because this is going to be swords. Yep. So this needs wooden planks. Which will come out of... It's going to be really weird, because we're going to basically do this setup here. Feed into wood planks, which are... But then they're going to offload some lumber as well. So there's... I think we'll do it like that. It's going to be a little strange. But we'll do this, this. You'll come down around this guy so you don't accidentally load your wood panels into the ether distiller. And then we'll do it like that. And then we'll just share between the two because timber will go either way. And then we'll go like this. Like that? I think this will work. I think that's good. Do we have any crafty spark I can steal? I think we're out of crafty spark. Why? Weirdly enough. Here, take more stumpy spark so I can steal these. Because it's all into the carry spark now, which is good. But I do need some crafty boys. I need at least, I think it's, how many of you do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is what I need. I should steal these stumpy sparks from here because they're not nearly as good as carry sparks. No, don't do it. Get out of there. I need that crafty spark. You're not allowed. We're gonna dump the stumpy spark into here, though. There we go. Oh, he snatched it from me. They're so fast. You're too quick. Here. Not allowed. So we'll get this thing loaded from the back end. So, crafty. Oh, you're just running on stumpy spark. All right. Swap you out. Because we can turn you into crafty spark. There we go. And then we'll throw some carry spark down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add a couple more here, and then do 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. I think that's pretty good. And then once this is actually running, we'll offload some stuff. Need to get back over here. Oh, you turned him into a carry spark. You're too fast for me. I can't keep up. Where did my choppy spark go? Oh, no, wait. That is... Never mind. I had a brain fart. It is funny that, like... As well as this is working out, now I'm just sitting around waiting for crafty spark to show up. Give me that. I guess what I could do, because I'm not really waiting on Carry Spark anymore. Carry Spark is no longer like the be all end all. It's all about getting this line up and running with Crafty Spark. Let's go ahead and just swap them out. That guy was like sitting on his back. That was very weird. All right, I'm pretty happy with how this looks now that we have a better setup. And then I think we will do the secondary line that is literally just for making fertilizer. And I'm just kind of peeking around the map. Probably this guy is the best bet to make fertilizer and then follow that with Loamy Spark, just because it's pretty close there. I realized that was the old where we were going to do all of our spark crafting, but now we've set it up here, and we are fully committed to this this section of the world here. Now, if I wanted to get real in depth here, is I could go like back and run all of the numbers on how fast they're producing everything. Like, they can produce 5.6 Stumpy Spark per minute, which then leads into 3.8 Crafty Spark per minute, which leads into 5.6 Carry Spark per minute. So there's a disconnect there. Choppy Spark is 2.8. So honestly, like, the Stumpy Spark is probably good enough to feed these two, but this one will always outpace this guy, which is why we were seeing Crafty Spark getting like destroyed. Something that's kind of interesting to keep in mind here is the Stumpy Spark or the Choppy Spark line is always going to take precedent over the Crafty Spark line. So we actually might want to move this, because I don't think we need Choppy Spark for right now. So let's focus on the Crafty Spark so we can have all the rest of this stuff. Plus, like, these guys are going to fill up with Stumpy Spark, and they're not going to get any swords for the time being. So that's something to take into account. But we'll do it like this, and then we can get... Oh, we don't have any planks. Where's our plank storage at? Way back here. Too far away. Thank you. 80 planks, holy cow. Come over here. Build a new crate. Just right there. And then we'll add... I feel like Carry Spark can really, you know, no pun intended, carry the load. Is like just one on these little offloads is good enough to keep things flowing. But we definitely need more Crafty Spark. Everything's dependent on the Crafty Spark getting built here. Snag that guy. We're like half loaded with our spark contingent here. All right, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think we'll get the labor part of it, everything sorted out in a bit here once this gets completed. Before I end the episode, though, I do want to run back to our original location, and I want to kind of pull apart the way the line is set up, because we should have no need for producing planks and timber in this section anymore. Now I want to rework this so our waypoint actually works. So let's tear all of this down. And then tear apart the ground stuff. And then we'll just offload a bunch of stuff in here just to get stuff out of the inventory. Are you loaded? You are. Okay. We'll just throw down a few sheds. 1, 2. Oh, well, whatever. And then we'll just unload everything so I can pick up everything that's on the ground. And then I can go off camera. I'll just like rework these Stumpy Spark into Carry Spark and whatnot, so they're just more useful. We have so many swords over here too, is ridiculous. That's the other thing that's nice about the crate system of offloading and reloading in between different machines, is if you yourself have a bunch of materials that you... Whoop, I don't have any lumber. That you want to utilize to like add to a manufacturing line, you know, whether it's like kickstarting your Stumpy Spark or Crafty Spark or any other kind of spark, you can then just go into that crate and add, like, you know, 40 plus materials instead of having to try and stuff it into the machine itself or anything like that. It's actually pretty convenient to do it that way. I think I would like to leave, well, obviously I have to leave the Stumpy Spark Shrine there, but I would like to keep that guy going just so we can, you know, add Stumpy Spark along the way if we need to. But now we would like to just add on to this guy here and sweep it around. Oops. I screwed them up so bad. Let's make a loop, though. I think that's faster. Alright, you dummies. Get out of here. And ideally, we would switch these out with Carry Spark, but we only have one Carry Spark right now. So, definitely off camera, I will consolidate my Spark usage. Get Carry Spark over here, get this going, but this will be good just to get this guy up and running. Do I have more spark? I sure do. Oh, I yeeted them onto the ground. I was like, did I just evaporate them from existence? Oh, I should take this this barrel out of here. Get over there. There we go. Now it's functioning. And it's filling up. That's the other part that's important, is having enough delivery here to keep up with the fuel demand. So it will always be full. If you get to the point where it's not full, then it won't be activated when you actually want to teleport. Alright, I think that's a great place to pause. If you guys enjoyed the episode, click the big rearrangement of our manufacturing. Click the like button, it helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Oddsparks and Automation Adventure or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel, that also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!